My goat Monkey Deadbeat Dragon is one of the strongest in One Piece, and with the God Valley in full swing, we need to discuss which devil fruit he will get by the end of this flashback. Because as we all know, Dragon is carrying baby Shanks to safety right now. But in due time, the Roger Pirates will find Shanks not in the hands of Deadbeat, but instead inside of a devil fruit box. Meaning, on the way to rescue the son of Garling Figarland, Dragon opened one of the devil fruit prize boxes in God Valley. He put the baby in there, ate the fruit in order to escape the apocalyptic battles going on around him. Because a young 17-year-old dragon cannot survive when Roger, Whitebeard, Garp, Rocks, all of them on their prime, are going at it against each other. First up, I want to talk about the possibility of Dragon having a Logia fruit, specifically the Wind Logia Kazekaze no Mi. The first ever time we Dragon having a Logia fruit, specifically the Wind Logia Kazekaze no Mi. The first ever time we meet Dragon is in episode 100. He is literally manipulating the wind, like the gust changes color to green. That's Deadbeat color right there. He used this power to save Luffy from being killed before his journey even began. Furthermore, Logia type devil fruits are the God Haki embodiment of natural elements. If you want to know more, watch the God Haki video. We have seen ice, fire, magma, smoke, most of the basic attributes of nature, except anything to do with the wind, which should be on top of the list if I'm being for real here, because the Fire Nation does not exist in the One Piece world. They would have never attacked. Even the fact of Dragon being a revolutionary works in his favor, as he blows down corrupt regimes like in Kuma's Sorbet Kingdom, or the literal idea of the winds of change blowing his way. That's the natural function of wind. It brings change to the environment, new pollen or new clouds, all of that. And Dragon's function as a revolutionary is to bring change to the world order. Plus, with One Piece coming to an end very soon, as we are in the final saga, the Wind Logia being possessed by a top tier like my goat Dragon just makes a lot of sense. However, there is a slight issue with this, because not only have we seen Dragon using wind, but also controlling lightning, as it was not the wind but thunder that broke the execution platform to save Luffy in Loguetown. And in the new opening, we see a recreation of that scene, which makes it pretty clear that Dragon influenced that strike. Logia devil fruits seem to be a very one-dimensional power when compared to other fruit types. Ace's fire fruit just turns him into fire and burn things. Similarly, the wind would only allow Dragon to become wind and control slight gusts, maybe at most create tornadoes or hurricanes. The lightning and rain, which comes due to the influence of the winds changing, can't be controlled by the Wind Logia user, but Dragon had a precise lightning strike on the platform. So instead, a more likely fruit for Dragon is a storm or weather Paramecia. This fruit would not only let Dragon manipulate wind, but thunder and rain as well. Furthermore, the winds didn't just come out of nowhere when Dragon arrived in Loguetown, but he brought a storm. The literal sky turned gray, accompanied by rain soon after. Plus, bro was using lightning strikes to aura farm. Now, out of all the different fruit types, Dragon is most likely a zone type user, specifically a mythical zone, the rarest of them all. First of these is the mythical fish fruit model Shenlong. This is the Chinese storm or rain dragon. Just like his name, Mr. Deadbeat becomes a literal dragon. Furthermore, the name Shenlong literally translates to divine or celestial dragon. Oda could be using this reveal as a hint towards Luffy's lineage, because as we all know, Dawn Island, from which both Dragon and Luffy come from, is very close with the celestial dragon Saint Jalmak and his family. So close, in fact, that they even left the Red Line to pay this place a visit 12 years ago. With this in mind, and the coincidence of Garp joining the Marines and becoming their lapdog right after Dragon's birth, it all hints that something darker was at play which forced him to join. Even Rocks mentions how Garp is basically a pirate masquerading as a Marine. Perhaps with a parent's biggest weakness being their children, Garp joined the Marines to keep his boy Dragon safe from the celestial clutches. That's why, even as a recruit, Dragon was chosen to take part in this so important God Valley mission. Due to his celestial lineage, Dragon even came back to Goa Kingdom right as Jalmak paid a visit. This is how he witnessed the burning of Great Terminal and saved Savo with his wind powers. The dragon Shenlong is also often referred to as a god of the rain, and he is the patron of agriculture, but I will delve deeper into this in just a bit. Shenlong even belongs to the same family of dragons as Chinlong, the dragon of the east, and where is Dragon always looking? He's looking east!
Coincidence? I think not!
Speaking of looking east, we can't forget about the East Bird fruit. For a long time, the community has used this fruit to laugh at our boy, even making these fan arts, which are not funny at all, by the way. Like, Dragon is one of the strongest, maybe even the strongest dude in all of One Piece, and no way he has this stupid looking bird fruit. I can't take this seriously. I wrote a whole bit about this stupid East Bird as a joke. I'm not getting into this. They're like this family of birds we found out about during Skypio, and each of them, they look at a different direction. All like the, you know, the four cardinal directions. These birds like look at those directions, and there's the East Bird, which looks east, and people keep saying that, oh, because Dragon is always looking east, it must mean that he has this stupid weak ass bird fruit. No, he does not. Let me get to actual powerful big dog fruits, okay? Like the Tori Tori no Mi model Thunderbird. This is a creature from the Algonquian lore for the Native Americans of North America. It is a giant bird of lightning and rain, with a dragon often being associated with Native American myths, and even his design being influenced by South American revolutionaries like Che Guevara. Him having a fruit derived from the cultures of this region makes a lot of sense, especially when you start looking into what the Thunderbird represents. It brings seasonal change to the environment, framed as a protector that punishes tyrants and monsters to restore balance to the environment, which has been Dragon's main mission ever since he participated in God Valley over 38 years ago. This bird literally has the underworld as its op, similar to Dragon having the devils and demons of Marie Joie as his enemies. Whenever this creature spawns, there are storms and upheaval, with the weather changing as the first sign. Just like how many places Dragon goes to, there are winds and skies changing. Now, staying with the Native American lore, we need to talk about my personal favorite dragon fruit theory, Amaru, which is also the perfect chance for me to explain how Dragon likely has the rain god fruit in One Piece. This is a class of fruits in the One Piece world where they aren't just mythical zones, but the embodiment of godlike figures who existed in the past, like Luffy's Nika. We don't have much to go on, as the only mention of a rain god was in chapter 287 in Skypia, but since the Harley text confirmed the earth god and the forest god, plus Luffy being the literal sun god, it's only a matter of time before we learn more about the rain god who controls the weather and storms of the world, with Dragon having eaten the god fruit associated with it, as he has become the storm of this era. Then there is Bro appearing in Logtown with the rain. Like, this man's first intro was in the rain. Type deadbeat in the chat if you agree. If you enjoyed this video, watch this other Dragon video on screen right now to support the deadbeat movement. Thank you.